And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jordan Clarkson.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in its center. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum out there with Vucevic. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. Towns. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah,
nice.
Spirits might be high tonight.
Well, there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Hart the pass to Bridges. New York moving it around. Anunoby, good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a three-point game. Chalk up 2 there.
And this is outstanding vision by Jalen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And stolen by Tatum. Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. Brown feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Brown missing. Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer, great size, great touch.
Outside, Towns. Screen by Hart. Towns against Vucevic. And it's Towns penetrating.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
Down low. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
And here's Brunson outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. Boston trailing. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Towns following the three-pointer by Boston. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 6 points.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Pritchard. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
Pass to Diawara. Clarkson for 3. And Boston with the rebound. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Brunson, no good. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well. To the inside. Here's Brown. Diawara with the rebound. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against Detroit.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Here's White after Jordan Clarkson's bucket. To the middle, here's Queta. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Queta's got his second basket of the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Brunson from deep three-point range. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Celtics lead by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
The Celtics with the lead. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Landry Shamet is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Robinson in at the 5, down low. 5 on the clock. Here's Gonzalez. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gonzalez has got his first points of the game. Up top, McBride. No scoring in this one. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Kevin, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Inside, Garza off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. This time they met in New York.
It seems odd to say, given that they won that pretty easily, but really they did not look especially strong in that game.
Yeah, I didn't sense any urgency on their part. They did just enough to win, but I don't think they can come away feeling great about the way they did it.
And the Knicks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Brunson.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Pikachu.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. And here's Towns. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter. Celtics leading by 5. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations, so many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Pritchard against Brunson. And Brunson throws it down.
Wow, Jalen Brunson off his feet. Man, that's a big-time finish.
Pritchard against Brunson. Now Pritchard. 8 points for him. Offensive rebound. And he lays it straight in. Garza's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics.
It's just certain guys have a nose for the basketball. I don't think you teach that. Great second effort there.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Garza, defended by Towns. Stolen by Robinson. All going up court. And the dunk by Towns.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Brunson against Pritchard. Vucevic is screen on Brunson. To the paint. Let's go. And again, it's Boston converting.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
That's it, and the Celtic lead has got back down to 4 with the made basket from Brunson.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Boston making some changes. Kate is checked in, and it's Tatum in for Sam Hauser. Then for the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Bridges in for Miles McBride. .116 left now here in the second. Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. There's a screen to the middle. Garza no good.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
Out to Brunson. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. And no good. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
New York shooting their first free throw this
What?
game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
The Knicks making a switch here. Akporti's checked in. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And here is Tatum after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. There's the screen. Round the pass to Keita. Yep, it counts. Keita's got 6.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Brunson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks out front. They lead by 1. Now we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Get ready for the fan backcourt shot line. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Well, I think for the Knicks, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
But as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Boston has possession. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Dynamic duel of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's Brunson. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Towns against White. 11 feet away. Towns, no luck. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. Down low. Vucevic with the bucket. And now a 3-point Celtic lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brown against Anunoby. And the top of the key, Towns. Rebound, Boston.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. And, of course, you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Towns.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And it's Vucevic missing.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. New York moving the ball around. Towns, a screen on Brown. Bridges finds Towns, and the shot goes in. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Outside, White. Tatum setting the pick for White. Launches it, cranes it from beyond the arc. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Austin's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Tatum setting the pick for Brown, and it's Vucevic in the corner. Back to Brown. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Tatum gets it inside.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick and roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Pass to Brunson. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Knicks. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's Boston, a few slots below them.
And, for the Celtics, they'd probably say they'd expect to be a little higher in the standings at this point. But you can't get too down if you're them. They're still knocking on the door with an opportunity to get that top spot.
And I don't think anyone will be surprised if they do get it. They've been there before, and despite going through a little bit of a lull, we know they're capable of playing as well as any team in this league.
And Brunson throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
So it's the Celtics now. The Knicks making the shot. Tatum a screen. Hauser misses. New York trailing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Clarkson. Misses off the left iron. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum a screen. Pass to Vucevic. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Brunson outside. His shot, no good. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Celtics lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Shamet in at the small forward. The Celtics with the lead. Richard with the ball. Inside, here's Cada. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
There's a screen by Robinson. Towns. Garza pulls it in. Celtics leading by 3. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Takes a three. That shot no good. The Knicks shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Marching for three. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Now here's Brown. There's the three. Cash money.
All right.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Both teams making some changes here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
Allie, thank you so much. Towns a screen on Pritchard. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Bridges kicks to Anunoby, and it's all evened up.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Now here's Tatum. The screen from Brown. The 9-foot shot. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And good that time.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Here's Pritchard after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Some big-time stuff at the line, but hey, listen, this is what we have come to expect from him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. The Celtics with the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth. Now White. Here's Vucevic.
7 feet, 260 pounds. Vucevic is a lot to handle. Does a great job drawing that contact.
Second team foul. At the line, Nikola Vucevic. At the line for 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard, and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Now Brunson. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Lays it in off the window.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Brown with the screen on Hart. Here's Brown. Now Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Late in the clock, he gets it to fall.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks, trailing by 4. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Doubled by Bridges. Outside Brown. Here's Pritchard. The 3 is off.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
These trips to the foul line are how you protect the lead and grow it. Got to knock these in.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Here's Bridges. Outside, Anunoby. No good from 3. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for 2, Peyton Pritchard.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Brunson against Pritchard. Off the glass. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Hart outside, and the 3 misses. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Knicks ball.
the Celtics picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
PlayStation